Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Couch Crunch podcast. I have my two co-hosts with me, Don and Ramir. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about, we're going to do Kirby's Impressions, Cyberpunk being sold for $5, GameSpot top 10 Dragon Ball Z games, and upcoming next DC movies and TV series that are going to be coming up, and finally the 15 best Xbox 360 games ever. All right, Mira, since me and you already touched base with the Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, what do you think about it so far? And is there any pointers that you would like to give out there to the people?
Yeah. So, first off, I just want to say, hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Weather's pretty good out there. It's been raining the past couple of days, but we're getting to the springtime now. So
horrible weather.
Yeah, it's been raining for like the past 3 or 4 days. It's crazy. But yeah. Anyway, so Kirby. So for me, this is actually like one of the, I don't want to say it's the first Kirby game I actually played, but like in terms of like the series as a whole, I haven't played too many Kirby games. But this by far is my favorite. I think, graphically it's really impressive. I think it has a cool story mode. But the biggest thing for me about this game so far, based off of my impressions, I think I know I'm in the first world. I don't know how many worlds there are, or like in general, but I know I'm in like the first world, and like I think I'm close to getting to the second world. You remember how like Mario games were back in the day, where like you would be in like world 1, but they would map out levels to like
in world 1, yeah,
3.
Yep.
Or like 1 level 4, whatever. I think this is how Kirby Forgotten Land is, right?
Sort of, yeah. Because I kind of noticed that a lot of the maps in this world are actually like really close together, and it doesn't really say like 1 or 4, like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and stuff like that.
Like stars, I just see like stars.
Right. But it seems like instead of it being different worlds, it's actually just in one world. But there's, because like if you get further into the game, because right now I'm specifically at like a beach area, like on the other side of the mall. Yeah, so it's like, it seems like, I don't know if it's just the one planet, because I'm not really that far into the game as myself, but it just seems like you're just on this one planet, and then you're just going like further down. So I mean, I don't know, it's kind of confusing.
It's like your typical level structure for like a platformer. That's what it feels like. You go from one level and then you unlock a room. I mean, I don't want to say a room, but the next area pretty much.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me, based off of like, I think I have maybe 2 hours, maybe 2.5, almost 3 hours in. The gameplay is great. Like the gameplay is, and again, I was never really a huge Kirby fan, but like this game made me realize how cool of a character he is. Yeah. Like just being able to like absorb different like enemies and really like get to enhance their abilities. It's absolutely crazy. And the fact that it's actual like a 3D world Kirby game makes it even better.
Right.
Because like, from what I've been told, like there's not many 3D Kirby games at all.
Nah, so, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so this one is really good. The thing, like I said, the biggest thing for me about this game so far is like the gameplay is just great. But I also like how they have like, I guess it's task in the worlds also, because if you notice, they tell you like before you start the level that there's little tasks that you need to complete in order to like 100% the level.
Yeah. So
to me, that just adds replay value to it, because I'll notice like, oh, I'm towards the end of the game, I'm towards the end of the level, but oh, I must have missed like one of the extra people that I'm supposed to collect or something like that.
Right.
So it just adds on the gameplay replay value to me. So I'll just go back and redo those levels, and it still feels as fun as the first time I played the level.
Yeah, for sure.
So like replaying the level doesn't like decrease any like fun for me. I'm still having a blast replaying the level.
Yeah, it has a lot of replay value because I like the fact that you have to actually find all the little people within the map. If you know, if a little clue out there too, if you're trying to like really find them, you could just hear them like bickering or something like that in the cage. I think that's really cool. And then also it's like you have to find like the lanterns and stuff like that. They give you other
Yeah.
special abilities, and it seems like not even with a lot of content after game, like just to go back. I like the fact that you get to upgrade your abilities as well. I think that's fire. Because I actually upgraded one of my abilities on there, and I was like, oh shit, it takes a lot more damage and it just looks cool. They've never done that really in a Kirby game before. So I really like it. I like the fact, the atmosphere of um, pretty much like where is this kind of heading to as far as like what's Kirby going to be going like in the next couple games going further. Because like this one was like a eye opener for like next generation as far as Kirby. You know what I mean? Um, uh, I just like the fact like he absorbs objects. I don't. He's never been
Yeah,
able
that's
to do
what I was
that. Like
gonna
that. That was the like the absolute like awesome shit I've ever seen. Like that was like fired for me. Like when I absorbed the fucking
the
the
call,
yeah, the
like
car,
the
the
steps,
trampoline, the
like
steps,
yeah,
it's like a rail thing. Like I like that. I like that they're being more creative with him. So I really like where they're heading with this character for sure.
yeah. I mean, to add on to that, like yeah, they definitely. I think with this Kirby game, they're definitely pointing him into the right direction.
Right.
I mean, I know like I've seen like before I got this game, there was a lot of comparisons, of course, with gamers. Like they tried to compare it a lot to like Super Mario Odyssey. I guess in a sense that they're like technically both open world. I wouldn't really say they're open world, but I mean they kind of follow that like blueprint a little bit.
Right.
But the thing for me is like I haven't had this much fun with the Switch game since like I want to say Hyrule Warriors, and then it was probably like Splatoon 2 before that. I'm not really like while I do love the Switch, I'm not really that hip on a lot of games that come with it.
Right.
So this Kirby game really made me like enjoy and appreciate Nintendo for what they're doing. And like I said, the biggest part is that they're pointing Kirby in the good direction. One of the best things I think that Nintendo is getting right now is that they should do it for Mario games, but I mean, he's his number one mascot, so it would make sense. But you know, there's a demo out. So like if you guys haven't checked it out or if you weren't interested in it or anything, definitely go check out the demo. There's a demo out right now. It's free. You should definitely give this game a try for sure. Even if you aren't a Kirby fan, even if you never heard of Kirby, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth just downloading, playing for a couple, maybe an hour or so, just checking it out and see
Hmm.
how it feels.
I highly advise that you guys check it out. And if
Oh
like
yeah,
you can go ahead, Dan.
I was about to say, how would y'all guys say it differentiates itself from a Mario game, like you were saying earlier, like how it makes itself different,
Um,
stand out in a way.
how it stands out in a way, I think it stands out in a way with not just starting with like the graphics improvements because they seem similar. Like I mean, if you've seen like some of the newest Mario games, they're kind of basically almost like 4K and well, not even 4K because I think like the OLED it only still goes like 1080p and stuff like that. Um, I think what makes it stand out is that the more adventure I would say, in my perspective, like the way that they're kind of heading towards with Kirby as far as like just absorbing shit and um I can't speak too much on the story because technically like all Kirby games it's always about him saving these little people because a lot of them are like that. Like I played some of the old Kirby games back on like the Super Nintendo and a lot of them are kind of like he goes all over the world try to save these people, and that's kind of the concept of the game most of the time. So as
Gotcha.
far as the story, it doesn't differentiate. It doesn't go. It's not too much difference, like as far as like how the way the game is made. But I mean, the fact that they added some more abilities to this game, it just makes it a lot more different. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Like, the
I
ability has to like absorb stuff and
Yeah,
turn into
yeah.
objects.
They didn't focus way too much on like the story driven, like on the story driven part. It just seems like they wanted to kind of give him new abilities. That's a kind of a way to kind of bring him back up to the lights, the stage, like in front of the stage light.
Okay.
Yeah.
so what I kind of noticed, like, so like I feel like more so I want to say, and I mean I understand why people compare it to Odyssey, but I like if we're talking about like the differentiating between those two, I think like with Kirby, it definitely has a dynamic more so focused on like combat to a extent. Like Odyssey, from what I can remember, is when it comes to like overall landscape of the game, Odyssey is a bigger game. Odyssey it's an open world game.
All
It
right.
has a bunch of side quests. Kirby Forgotten Land isn't like that. It's more so linear, again, level to level kind of game.
All right.
Like the
Oh, I
world is
see.
so developed to where it's like it feels like an open world game, but it kind of plays like Mario 3D World. Again, it's a level to level kind of linear game.
All right.
So it's definitely different in that aspects. They're not like built off of the same world. But like I said, there is small similarities. Like for example, like with Mario, as you know, like if he attacks a certain enemy, he gains that enemy's abilities. Same thing with Kirby. So like with Mario, if you I'm sorry, I forget. You if you get a certain power up, you know you get that ability. So like if you eat
Mm.
a mushroom, you become bigger. If you eat, I forget what the ability is, but if you get a certain ability, you turn into the Fire Mario. Or like if you get the star, you get invincibility. Or like if you get the ice, you turn into the ice one. So like it has its similarities in terms of like um the character like dynamic, but Kirby, for me it feels like Kirby is a little bit more action based more than Mario, because again with Kirby you actually have to suck up the enemies and actually absorb their abilities now, and I think that's the case for all Kirby games. Like you actually, it's not like you just getting a power up and you're just getting that ability. No, you actually have to go and engage and fight them for the most part. And it just feels like the powers that you get in Kirby are much better than they are in Mario. Like for
Yeah.
example, like
Yeah.
there's one enemy you suck in, you get a sword. There's another enemy you suck in, you get fire. There's one where you even get a gun, like you get to get a gun, you get to aim all over the map. Like it's just it's endless. Like the amount of power-ups that Kirby gets to do are significantly higher than Mario. So that's why I say like I think the biggest difference with them two is like the combat system between the two games.
Right, got it. Yeah, because I'm familiar with like the way Kirby's power system works. Because I played the only Kirby game I played in the past was Kirby Air Ride, and that's like
Yeah.
Right.
it's a racing game, but it has like a battle system to it too. So you, like you said, he always had that ability to suck in different elements and use the
Yeah.
power at his will. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I would say that would be like a big difference between the two. But I mean, they didn't really change too much about, like I said, Kirby. It seems like they still wanted to keep it traditional as far as a platformer, you know what I mean? So that's why they didn't really go too much on the open worldish type vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they wanted to keep that in the same scope, but people still like to compare the two because they're on two legendary pedestals, you know what I mean? So they like to compare the two. But like I said, I mean, for right now, Kirby still has the spotlight. I would just he's earned it. I really like this game. I really think people should definitely try it out if you never tried a Kirby game before. And
Yeah, definitely. I would say I don't mean to cut you off, but like
yeah.
Definitely one of the best Switch games of the year so far,
For
for sure.
sure. Yeah.
I even think that it'll probably be one of the best Switch games of the year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would.
A
Yeah.
lot of stuff coming out for the Switch this year. So,
Yeah. You still got Splatoon and stuff like that coming out.
a House of the Dead remake, when that comes out, it's over. When House of the Dead remake comes out, it's over.
I don't know, because I feel like not to go on a tangent too much. I don't know. I feel like that Disney card game that I think that's gonna be good too, right? No.
Yeah, I feel like it has potential, but like there's so many kart racers out there, and then Mario Kart with its DLC. I don't know how well it's gonna hold up.
Yeah, I have to agree with that because I just feel like there's too many of them in Nintendo for sure.
Don't get me wrong. I want to check it out. I want it to succeed, but we definitely need some type of demo. We need an early demo, early access, something.
It depends though, because you know how Nintendo are with some of their
Well,
demos.
I think it's a multiplayer. I don't think it's just exclusive to Nintendo. I could be wrong. I don't know. But last time I looked into it, I think it was just I think it's a multiplayer. So
Yeah, and then with Link with Zelda coming out with a part 2 to that's gonna be crazy. But we'll save that for another episode though.
Also, I'm also looking forward to Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We checked out a list earlier too. We was like what was it, like some of the best
upcoming like Switch games. that's coming out.
yeah on GameSpot, and we were like, damn, Bayonetta, Don definitely wants to check that out. He's probably gonna be streaming that.
Oh yeah.
But we can go ahead and move on to our next topic, with Cyberpunk being sold for $5. Like, that's crazy, bro. I remember being one of the first people really excited for this game when it first dropped, and it was obviously it did not live up to the hype as much as it was supposed to. It was supposed to be, but with all the backlash that this game has been getting for the last couple of, how long has it been now? 2 years?
Going on 2 years, yep.
Yeah. So it's been getting a lot of backlash with, not a lot of lags and fucking, broken things wrong with this game, but like, damn, sold for $5.
Not really surprising because they was actually selling it for like free for like in February. They gave it out for free at some point
at PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, PlayStation and Xbox. Yep.
Oh man, it's gonna join. What was the other game that we covered on one of the other episodes of with Alex? It was a game that just got taken off the shelf. We was going over it with him, but I'm guessing it's gonna join that game as well. Like $5. Once it reaches like 5, it's pretty much gonna be like dead. It already pretty much is. I mean, I don't know too many people. Like, I don't know like watching streamers nowadays or anybody just like reviewing the game still. It's not. It's definitely not alive anymore at this point.
Yeah, it just keeps coming out with patches. Is it like a limited thing where it's gonna be at $5, or is it permanently at $5?
No, it's permanent. Like, if you look it up on GameSpot, like articles and stuff like that.
So it was so from what I've heard, it was about maybe 2 to 3 days ago. It was on sale at Best Buy. I think Best Buy was the only place that you can get it for $5. It was only a physical copy. So I heard that it was selling out a lot. Like they said, grab your copy fast. I checked on Best Buy. It was out of stock for a couple places. So yeah, it's not like it's you go to Walmart, Target, and it's $5. And it's not for everything. It was just a limited time thing.
Okay.
That's not to say that like if Best Buy they won't have this deal again. I mean, if you already did it once, you might as well do it again.
Yeah.
And I mean, PlayStation, mind you, when they did the next gen update, I think it was a month or two ago, they pretty much gave you a free trial. The game was like discounted. I think it was like $10 at the time for the full price of the game. So yeah, I mean the price point for it at this point is pretty cheap. So, but my thing is like I want to get your take, like based off of, because I know you was like extremely hyped about this game for years. So like now that the fact that it's dirt cheap, I know that you said that, that the game it's just so broken that you kind of lost interest of it. But I mean, over these last couple months, they have been fixing the game and trying to like
Right.
improve it. Is there any point down the road that you'll give this game a second chance?
I I actually been trying to keep up with the patches to see how all the broken systems been, repaired as far as on their end of trying to bring the game back to life. I probably would like in the future, but I would like if I were to get the PS5, I would probably try it on there if I
That's
were
it.
to.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, for sure.
Because from
Okay.
what I'm in like the PS4 version, like it seems like they're not focused on that the older gens anymore. They're more focused on like the next gen consoles now and the PC. So I were to go that route.
I got you. So it's still in your arsenal, but it's not a priority at the moment.
Right. Because it's one of the major things that I'm seeing that they still didn't get to fixing is like the cop system and some of the NPCs in the game are not uh active, like they're uncooperative when you try to interact with them. Like the cops don't like come after you if you commit a crime or if you go like just up the block from the area, they don't follow you and it's inaccurate from how they are supposed to act. So
Yeah.
it's still they got patched, but if I have a feeling like they probably soon get back on board or where they originally wanted the game to go. So it does. I can give them that credit that they are starting to patch where they're supposed to be at now.
So I'm a little confused. So like I'm confused now, right? Because like how much are they going to continue to patch this game knowing that they're working on The Witcher 4 now?
Oh, they
Yeah.
working on that now too. Shit.
So
So like
they're working
we
on a new
already know
project. I'm sorry to cut you off, but so they're working on a new project and they're still trying to revive this game. I don't.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like to this extent, like is multiplayer even a thing with this game anymore? Like I know it was ripped off from launch, and I know that they said that multiplayer was a feature that they weren't even focused on at the moment. But did this mean like there's no potential like this game is an afterthought at this point? Like because there's no way you're going to be able to fully devote your time onto like getting this game to where it is and then working on The Witcher 4 that's going to be on the new engine as well too. There's just no way you're going to be able to keep up with both. And I get it, developers have teams and they split people up and one half works on this, one half works on that. But it's like at this point Cyberpunk has already been listed as $5. The game's dead. There's no multiplayer. I highly doubt there's going to be any DLC. Just leave it in the past.
Yeah, it was a failure of a project. I'm sorry.
It's sad because it was super hyped and it could have been a great game. But like I tried to play it when they first announced the next gen patch. I went ahead and I wanted to go check it out. Like going into it while I was downloading, I'm already like, there's nothing they can do to improve this game. Like the game, just because it's going on next gen, it's not going to look better.
Right.
Yeah, it might run at a lock 60 frames per second, but that's not what I want, right? So like I downloaded it. I might have played 5 minutes into the story and then I deleted it. It wasn't like graphically, it wasn't impressive. Again, I will say they definitely fixed the frame rate. The frame rate was stable. There wasn't any glitches or any falling through the map, none of that like that. So I think the version definitely is improved. But for me now, it's just a little too late to get into it. It's pretty much it's dead to me. So
Yeah, it sucks that it didn't get to live up to its hype, though. You know. And then the
but I
word.
mean, hey, listen, for $5, definitely pick it up and check it out. For $5.
Yeah, you can't beat that price. I mean, yeah, I guess you can look at it from that angle because I mean, when we first got on this topic, I was kind of trying to like talk shit about it because I really didn't like this game at all. And the reason why I didn't like it was because it's just again, it was like I remember trying to get into a car. And I was like, around the time when it first released, I remember it was like struggling to like get into the car, and it was like fucking. I remember there was a glitch in the game too, where I was like trying to pull out my gun, and there was nothing in my hand. you know, you know what I mean? Like, it was just really buggy, but. And then as far as I'm not sure like how the story goes. I know it was like supposedly the content was supposed to get you through like what years is what they said. Like there was enough content in this game that was going to last you for like a few years is what they quote unquote said. But I don't know. I just didn't want to go further with it after like hearing so many bad things about it than me actually playing it and actually experiencing a lot of bad technical things with the game. Even crashed on me one time.
So
that already got that already was like already out the window for me when I first got that. So, but
I'm pretty sure CG Project Red will get it. They'll redeem themselves with the Witcher 4. Because I mean that's their flagship game, so they have to redeem themselves.
For sure. Witcher 3 was fire.
Once that game comes out, nobody's gonna remember Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like for sure, Witcher 3 was fire. Like, you know what I mean? So I mean, like they're gonna do really good with this one.
I'll say it definitely left a scar on their company name, though, for sure, for the rest of their history. Like nobody forget about that. Like that hit the game community hard. Like everybody was like noticing that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cyberpunk, I mean, I wish you best of luck, and hopefully that you guys kind of, take this with a grain of salt and actually learn from not to overhype your games, just kind of back off a little bit and take your time with releasing these titles. That's my biggest advice to any developer.
The thing that can save Cyberpunk, I mean, it'll have to be a little wait, but 5, 7, 10 years from now, somebody could do a reboot, and they can do it right
with the right engine and the right crew. Yeah, I could see that.
We can either a reboot or a remaster of the game, whatever the case may be, or just give us a sequel and just take the time and just make sure everything's properly prepared.
That's what I mean. Like that's the key right there. It's just I think this game was rushed. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know because like the game's been in development for years. Like so I don't know.
But it's like when they first released it, it just seemed like it still wasn't ready after all this development.
It was too demanding.
Yeah.
I think that game was, I don't want to say it was ahead of its time, but it was definitely too demanding and too powerful for the current gen consoles, especially with what they were trying to accomplish with it.
Yeah, that was the weird part too. Like that was already in the next gen already had released, and it was like at that point, I mean, I'm not sure how it's I don't know like the process when publishing games and stuff like that. I don't think you could just go ahead and snap your fingers and say, hold on, let's wait to push these copies out and let's like make a new next gen game. I think they already had their mindsets on the current gen, and that was what they aimed for. So that's why they end up coming out with that next gen version of it, which also didn't help the game at all. So yep, that sucks. But we can move on to our next topic though. So we was also checking out this article on GameSpot, and I'm curious for the top 10 Dragon Ball Z games of all time. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Like, what would you guys say for that top 10?
Let me go back and check out the list real fast. Let me pull it up real quick.
I'm gonna say right now, Tenkaichi was my favorite.
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
That's my
for sure. Budokai.
Yeah,
Budokai.
Tenkaichi was my favorite. Budokai was cool too.
So, all right. So, I mean, looking at this list, the only one I haven't played is Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans, which was on Nintendo DS.
Yeah, I didn't play that one
because I never had a DS, so that's probably why I never played it. I pretty much had Dragon Ball Z on every console. But yeah, just for everybody to know. So the list is number 10 is Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. Number 9, they have Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit.
I like that.
Keep
That
in
was a
mind,
good one.
this list is a
Yeah.
GameSpot's list. This list is created by GameSpot. So number 8 is Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors. Number 7 is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Number 6 is Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast. Number 5, Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku series. So I'm guessing they're counting
Is
all
it
of them.
is that the one with the Game Boy?
Yeah, it's
Yo,
Game
that
Boy
was
Advance.
fire. That was such a great game. Great series.
And so for number 4, they have Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
There you go.
For 3, they have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. For number 2, they have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. And then for number 1, they have Dragon Ball Z Fighters. So overall, I mean, I'm not mad at this list at all. I definitely, I personally would swap, obviously swap a couple slots out.
Yeah.
I think Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit should definitely be higher up on the list though, because this game was graphically, this is one of the best looking Dragon Ball Z games, period.
For its time,
This
yeah,
game
for sure.
was, bro, even if you probably go back and play it now, it probably still looks really great. The downfall to this game was that it was pretty much a copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the original, but it just lacked in characters. It didn't have many characters. That was the biggest issue with this game. It just didn't have a huge roster.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any DLC that followed it.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it was like so small. They didn't really have a lot of selections in that game. That was the only problem. So you got bored of it fast. Yeah, like it was still looking amazing, and it still was a great game.
Combat was great in this game.
Yeah, yeah. Don, what would you think?
I stopped playing the Dragon Ball Z games from after PS2. I never made it up to the PS3.
Saga should have been up there too for PS1.
Oh, yeah, bro, what? Dragon Ball Z Saga should have been at least been number 10. And I know that's a game that gets a lot of slack. Not a lot of people like Sagas, but Sagas was fire.
Yeah, for PS1? What? That shit was fire.
No, it wasn't on PS1. It was on I believe it was PS2.
Well, how many Sagas were there? Because I remember playing the first one. It was definitely on PS1.
No, it was one. I think it's only one.
Right?
Dragon Ball Z Sagas, yeah. I think it was only for PS2 and GameCube and stuff.
Let me see. Check this out.
Yeah. I didn't like that, but I know what you're talking about though.
It was like a little open world, 3D, move around shit. Yeah, Sagas was
Sagas PS2. Yeah, you're right. But Sagas was fire though.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the Z. I'll probably be the only one. I don't like the Xenoverse series.
No, you're not the only one. I think that series is overhyped. I don't really like it too much.
Respectfully, Xenoverse definitely deserves to be up there. Xenoverse
first one
or 2 were
I would say the first one is better than 2, in my opinion. I don't know. This 2 wasn't as impactful as the first one. You know what I mean? Like that's just I don't know. I just think it's basically the same shit. It's just more. I think it's more.
Yeah, it was like it kind of hit like if you can think back to the Dragon Ball Z Budokai or Budokai Tenkaichi series, it improved so much off of the very first entry. So if you remember when Dragon Ball Z Budokai came out, that game was fucking incredible. The 3D aspect of it, it was the first, I don't want to say the first, I know the PS1 had 3D Dragon Ball Z version, but the roster, everything about Dragon Ball Z Budokai was great. But when Budokai 2 came out, it enhanced off of everything off of that. So not only did it include the Majin Buu saga, but then you also had I think it included GT as well. So you had Super Saiyan 4, you had Super Saiyan 3, you had all these extra transformations that's kind of what Xenoverse 2 is. Like, yeah, it's the same gameplay as Xenoverse. It follows the same storyline and everything like that. But the roster for Xenoverse 2 is incredible. And then not only to remember that, the create your character, the online matches,
That's the
there's
part.
still DLC to this day for Xenoverse 2.
That was the part that I didn't like too much. Like, I don't know. I'm not really that creativity, like creating guy. Like, I don't like to create my characters as much. But for people out there that really enjoy it, hey, this is a good game for you. I think the only thing that was really cool about this one, I can give it one credit, is that it had Ultra Instinct. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. But no, I didn't. You can go ahead, Don.
I was about to say, instead of Budokai 3 for number 2, I would have put Budokai 2. Like, I think that was like the prime of where they for the PS2 games as far as that.
Oh, Budokai 2 was everything.
Yeah, that was shit.
The case for it was fire. It was like this silver, like sparkly case. That shit was fire.
Yeah,
that was the one.
It's weird. How do you go from that and then you go to Budokai 3 where you just have like Goku taking over the whole case?
Yeah, just
Isn't that the one that they had? They were like chess pieces and you had to like move them.
Yep. Yeah. That was Budokai 2 story. Oh, yep.
I
think Budokai 3 was like that too.
It was fun, man. They stopped with the Budokai. I think after 3 they went strength. Did they go to Tenkaichi after that? I think after that.
Oh, at the Budokai?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think they went to the Tenkaichi series after that.
Damn. But for the first one, I mean, fighters, yeah. And I've never liked it a Dragon Ball Z fighting game. Like, obviously they're all fighting games, but that one is definitely like, I paid a lot of money to buy those characters and stuff like that. It was so fun whipping my cousin's ass in that game.
For the new age, I like that, how they took like the Guilty Gear kind of style to that one.
Yeah.
Fighters. Yeah, I like that. That's a new age.
Fighters might be one of the best fighting games of all time.
Yeah, I put it up there.
I'll put it up there, yeah. Besides Mortal Kombat, of course.
I don't know, man. I feel like I like fighters more than a lot of Mortal Kombat games.
I don't know, man. 11 was fire.
Yeah, 11 is fire. Like, I feel like a lot of... I don't know, because I don't want to say that a lot of Mortal Kombat games weren't memorable.
Yeah.
But, like, nothing hits like Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 was incredible.
That's a good selection there, buddy.
Mortal Kombat 9 was incredible.
Oh, man.
I don't even remember Mortal Kombat X. It came and went.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like that one went like so fast. I don't even think a lot of people really remember 10 like that.
It had good DLC because it had Jason. That was cool.
And then 11 came, so much better. But when we get into 12,
I don't want that. I wanted Justice.
Yeah, I don't think that's coming out though for some time.
Ed Boon has it in the works. As long as they still have a contract with DC and everything, it has to be in the works.
All right. For the upcoming and next DC movie and TV shows. Now we got a list, and let me just pull up the list there. Because this list is actually long as shit. Can't lie. And it's actually a really good list too. One moment. All right. So what we're looking at is DC League of Super Pets. I'm not sure what that is. Black Adam. I think that's the movie they're talking about. Shazam. I think that's an awesome movie as well. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I don't think that's a movie too, right? That they're making another Aquaman.
Yeah, it's a sequel.
Okay. So the Sandman TV series. I know Don said he was actually kind of like hoping. Yeah, you were excited. Yeah, you were looking forward to that. Um, the Harley Quinn season 3, Titan season 4. Yeah, these I like Titans though. Titans is really cool. Doom Patrol, Pennyworth. Let's name some of them that's not like really out there already. In development, Santana is gonna be
Yeah,
fire.
some are in development, like they're not officially announced.
Right.
I don't. But like some of them are like in thought at the moment.
Santana would be cool though.
Yeah, Zatanna TV
Yeah.
show will be fire for sure.
Blue Beetle. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean Alex would hate that one, but I'm interested.
He would definitely be like, no, it shouldn't be coming out with this.
Yeah.
Superman TV series movie. I think they do need to chill with Superman because like he has way too many fucking series, bro. Like,
So I mean, so they have the Green Lantern Corps that's in development. That'll be pretty cool.
does that actually go back into who's which Green Lantern though? Hal Gordon or
I'm assuming it's going to be Hal Jordan.
okay?
I mean, Static Shock is in development. The Joker 2 should be coming out soon. There should be something with that going on. They have that on this list, IGN. They also have a Gotham Knights TV series that's in development too, but I'm assuming it's based off of the video game that's coming out this year.
Ooh, that'll be fire to see like all of them actually working together. Ooh, that makes me excited.
Yeah.
That's cool. Don, what was you gonna say? You was gonna say something?
Oh no, I was when he mentioned Joker 2, that I would love to see that. Like I really like that take on the
Yeah,
Joker.
the first one wasn't as bad. Like, I mean, I didn't like it too much, but it wasn't that bad though. It was actually, it was okay.
I thought it was to me personally, I think that's like the best DC movie I ever seen. That Joker movie. Like that was really well directed.
Yeah.
And what was it, Aqualad too? Like Aqualad series?
Yeah, Aqualad is in the works. There's also talks of Batgirl. There might be a Batgirl TV series this year too. Yeah.
What was it? Batwoman? That already had one?
So yeah, Batwoman's on CW. And I'm assuming I don't know if Batgirl's going to be a CW show. It might be a HBO Max thing.
I wonder who's
I
gonna.
just see could like intertwine all of them with the Arrowverse and then with the HBO Max stuff they have going on. It'd be pretty cool to see like Doom Patrol and Peacemaker and all that interact with like the Flash on the CW. And
I just
everything.
want I want them to keep like intertwining each other, like how they did with Arrow and what was the other ones that they kind of
mind you,
the Flash. You know what I mean? Like
shows, and they were all written by the same writer. So and produced by the same people. So that wasn't like because I believe those shows are on HBO Max, but they're not in the same universe. Like Peacemaker isn't technically in the same universe as like the Flash and stuff. So
damn, kind of curious to see like what actors or actress will actually play these people. Damn, where's Alex when you need him? Yeah, no, definitely. I'm excited to kind of see some of these get brought to life if it happens. If not, then hey. But I'm definitely excited to see a lot of these actually. Aqualad, I'm curious.
DC definitely has some promise.
Yeah, it's vice versa. Like they're not as good with movies, but TV series they're actually really good. They're not that bad. No.
I like to see how the Sandman series is gonna come on Netflix. I'm really anticipating that one.
Yeah.
I see that come to life. They're gonna be adapting like the first 3 graphic novels from what I read up on.
But whether they can add Death in there somewhere too.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
For those who don't know, Death is like a part of the Sandman series. She's a female character. Like I want to say a heroine, but she can pretty much see the souls of like dead people and everything. So she's a pretty cool character.
Static Shock though, that's my man.
Yep, yeah, Static Shock will be fire reboot.
That's my man.
Yeah, is that going to be like a live action or is it animated like the old
Now,
cartoon?
now most of these series they're talking about they're going to be live.
Action,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. It's about time, man. It's about time. Like we need some more DC actual TV shows. We have a lot already so far. You know what actually I slept on was the Swamp Thing. That shit was fire though. I liked it. It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah,
Um
I never got a chance to check that one out.
yeah, a lot of people slept on that shit. It was actually really good. It was not bad at all. Um Titans, I just recently got into Titans and I actually like it. It's not bad.
That show, probably my second favorite DC show.
Besides Arrow?
I don't think Arrow is my first anymore. I think it's probably
Hey,
the
you,
Flash, probably. Well,
Flash?
no. You know what? It's not. It's not. So right now, my favorite, if I'm ranking my favorite DC shows, Peacemaker is number one, Titans is number two, then I'll probably throw in Arrow and then the Flash.
I was gonna say because Arrow, you talked about Arrow for years.
Arrow was definitely fire. It kind of went downhill after a couple seasons, but the first 3 to 4 seasons were great.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I would say definitely Swamp Thing because I actually sat there and actually watched all of it, so it was actually really good. Um, let's see. I would say yeah, Titans is definitely up there now because I just started that one. And then for 4 and 5, that's a good one. Gotham was good. The
Yeah,
first
Gotham was
the
good.
first couple of seasons was really good. I couldn't keep up with it though. Like towards the end, it just got really long. Um, and then it was another one though. I can't really remember.
Where's Legends of Tomorrow? That's another one.
That was good. Well, Flash, I would have to say Flash. I would have to say Flash too, because Flash was good, and I actually sat there and watched it for a while. So yeah, those are my four for sure. Don, you have any favorites or no? Not really.
I mostly got into their movies. I never sat there and watched any of the TV series, so I can't really put my input on that one.
Gotcha. I'm really excited for this Black Adam though. Looks pretty cool.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Right.
A
I
lot of
haven't
people.
even Shazam yet. That's supposed to be a sequel to it, right? Shazam.
Yeah, I think it's coming out in December again. I think.
Yeah, sequel to Shazam.
Gotcha.
See, the first one, yeah, it was cool. I liked it. First one was good. A lot of people slept on that. But yeah, I mean that kind of wraps up that DC topics though. For sure. Can't wait to see a lot of these shows come to life because obviously I've been reading about these characters for a long time on the comic books. And I just hope they actually do well with these series. You know what I mean? Like I need to get in Peacemaker though, for sure, because I feel like it's really good.
Great show. Bro, like I wasn't always the biggest fan of like John Cena's acting, but in Peacemaker, it's so spot. It's great. It's great. Every single character is Peacemaker.
Oh no,
Is
John
great.
Cena's great.
Yeah,
He's done some fantastic besides wrestling obviously, but he's done some really good movies throughout the years. Seen a few. They're pretty good.
Does
yeah.
does Peacemaker take place prior to Suicide Squad 2? Because I know he was in that one too. Peacemaker.
After Suicide Squad 2.
Okay.
So everything that happened in Suicide Squad 2 all take place before the Peacemaker.
Oh, got you. Okay.
All right. And finally, damn, we got to pull up this list though. The 15th best Xbox 360 games ever. All right. I play majority of this list, so I'm gonna brag. Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. Gotcha. All right, so on this list we have starting out first, BioShock. I played all of them. Amazing franchise. Don, I think you played 2, so you can have your input on that. What do you think about that game so far? Well, that game.
Oh, Bioshock. Oh yeah, I love the Bioshock series. Um, yeah, I remember playing online with you for like almost half a year when it came out. That was Big Daddy.
Yeah, it was the online was like crazy.
Yeah.
Obviously for number 2 is Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Played the shit out of that game when it came out. Um, Dark Souls 3. I'm sorry, Dark Souls 1. Now we didn't get too far in this game, obviously, with us like a lot of us being stuck on the first boss when you fight 2 fucking gargoyles. You fight like 2 gargoyles and fucking what was it? That butterfly boss thing.
On the bridge.
Yeah, that game is super fucking hard.
Wait a minute, I got a question. How are Bioshock and Dark Souls considered Xbox games when they're on like multiple consoles?
Well, it says this is the top best Xbox 360 games. I'm not saying like it's exclusively for Xbox. It's just like
Yeah, it could be based off of like sales for the console or
yeah.
whatever.
It sells
It could be better
Xbox.
reviews or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually skipped one too. The other one was Batman Arkham Asylum. Psh. Bro,
Best, one of the best, definitely one of the best superhero games. It don't matter what system it's on, PS3,
PC, you name everything, bro.
Like,
Everything. It was so fucking great. Like I loved all of them. They were so great. And then I think on this one, the next one, Dishonored. Now Dishonored was cool.
haven't played it.
Yeah, Dishonored was cool. It was really hard though. Like you could die easily. It was like more of a stealth game in my opinion, because it's like you can go in guns blazing, of course, but it's like it's one of those games like they want you to really be more stealth. It's easier that way, but it was hard. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, I loved it. It was great. You can't talk shit about Skyrim too much because it's like that's like the equivalent.
Revered.
I love it. It was such a great series. Don, did you ever try Skyrim?
I never played it. I know it's a big community though behind it. Like
Yeah, it is, man. That shit is like humongous. It's such a great game, man.
I would like to play it one day though. It just got a lot of content within it. It would probably take like most of the year to get through it.
Yeah, there's so much shit to do in that game actually. With Gears of War 2, such a great franchise. I played, not to brag, but I played 1, 2, 3, because it doesn't even say, it just says the first one. It says the first one. So specifically, yes, I played the first one, but I played from 1 all the way to 5. Yeah, played all of them. They're so great. Grand Theft Auto 5, of course, with it still being around in fucking 2022. That game's gonna live forever, bro. Like, it's sad, man. There's still
The day see Grand Theft Auto 6, that will probably be another decade.
Thank God that they're making that fucking Max Payne like new, like thank God they're doing that, man, because it's like they don't really have anything else going for them at this point.
Why not make a Bully 2 at least? Like, damn. Something new.
Something like that. I mean, I would take a Bully 2 as well. Just not fucking anything besides more DLC for fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Here, dear God, please. They recently put Dr. Dre in a new DLC.
Oh my God.
Yep. I mean, hey, listen, Dark Souls is up here though, so you gotta appreciate that.
All right,
Yeah.
for sure, I appreciate that. It's well earned. It's well earned. Well earned. They've been around for such a long time, so you know, definitely, I would nominate definitely one of the best Xbox 360 games.
And then Grand Theft Auto, you got Halo 3.
Halo 3 was my first introduction to the actual Xbox 360. No, it was not. It was not Viva Pinata. You know what? Because that's the thing. Like everybody's like, that's the first game you get with the console. It's like I ain't gonna lie, I played it, but it was hard. It was not hard, but it was random. It's a fucking pinata. Halo 3 was up here. Left 4 Dead, such a good one. Limbo, I love Limbo. Limbo was great. Don, did you ever get a chance to get into Limbo?
I don't know too much about it. It sounds familiar.
With the shadow kid, like you're just like a walking shadow or something like that, and it's like really quiet.
Like a side scroller type of game.
Yeah, it's like all dark. It's like
yeah, I seen a preview for it for a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like Little Nightmares in a way. I think it's the same people who made them, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely. Hold on, give me one second. So Alice can vouch for this one. Definitely, I'm not gonna say Mass Effect is up here. Definitely, Mass Effect, I think, is trash.
I hear it's pretty good from the community. Everybody says.
I'm not gonna label that. I'm sorry.
You played them? You don't like
I played the first one, and it's bad.
Oh.
It's basically like how Ramir played when he played, what was it, Fallout 3 with the giant roaches. You took one. You just took. It's just because with that game, it's just so random.
Yeah. Never played it again.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not even worth it. Portal 2, and I think that's it. No. Rock Band. Rock Band's up here. Rock Band was good.
Yeah, Rock Band was good. Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
Oh, Guitar Hero's up there too.
I don't see Guitar Hero, but
oh no, I was just saying that's part of the Guitar Hero series, the Rock Band.
Nah, Rock Band is different from Rock Band has like the drum set and everything. Guitar Hero is just the guitar.
Oh, okay, that's the drum set. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's about it. And Super Meat Boy. I mean, Meat Boy was hard as fuck.
Never played that. Super Meat Boy? Is that's what it's called?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Is
never.
it with like that square red character?
Yeah, you know Super Meat Boy, right?
Oh yeah, I seen gameplay of it. Yeah, it's an empty game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, there's like a challenge type game.
Yeah, and I think that's about it for the top 15 games. Any games that shouldn't be in there, you guys, or do you agree with this list?
I mean, one of the Assassin's Creed games should have been up there.
Which
Assassin's Creed 2 at least.
I say 3. I would have took 3.
Yeah, well, 3 was it did come out on 360.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It did come out on PS4. But no, yeah, it came on
I think it was 3, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then Black Flag came out after that, I think, for PS4.
Yeah.
Don, you have any games that you would have added on this list or no? Any games on there that you don't really agree with or?
No, it seems like a pretty good list. I don't ever own the Xbox, so I can't really have my input on that. But it looks like a pretty solid list.
Yeah, I mean they had the right stuff on there. They had Gears, they had Halo, so yeah. I mean Red Dead Redemption should have been on there too, but on there.
Yeah,
but,
for sure. Well, all right. I think that concludes everything on this episode. Yeah, I think we're about finished up here. Just wanted to double check all of our notes. And again, if you guys are liking our content, definitely leave a like and comment. We're actually going to be starting a new project. Going to be starting another channel actually, and it's going to be I'd rather be the first to announce it on this episode. We're going to be doing a reaction channel to, you know, not just only gaming, but just like any content out there, you know, from movies to music, you know, all of the above. And definitely come check it out. We don't have a name for it yet, but on the next episode I will have a name for you guys to come check it out. So definitely leave a like, comment in this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.